When we first heard about the initiative, it's like any other initiative, and you say, we're going to do this thing. But if you think about how big it is, as again, not only Shadow Ridge, to partner with Audubon and be part of our environment for the valley, for the country, for the world, it's huge for us. And so again, I think it's an ethical and moral responsibility that we have for our company. The employees love it because they're able to take some of the ideas home with them as well. And so not only do they like being part of it, the initiative here at work, but when you could take that home and be able to participate in that and save for your own environment, that's great. I would say that you have a responsibility to do it. I'd say that it's also been great from my owner and guest perspective, that when I'm able to meet with my owners and guests and tell them that we're doing not only this for Shadow Ridge, but for the earth and our carbon footprint, that the owners and guests love it, and they now take those things back home with them as well. And so it's nice to be the forefront of that initiative. We have what's called Owners Forum weekly, and we meet and we go over everything we've done at Shadow Ridge. And one of the highlights in our presentation is all about the Audubon initiative and what we've done here for recycling at Shadow Ridge. And the owners stand up and clap for that part on a weekly basis because, again, it's not only important for Shadow Ridge, but for the environment in whole. And then, of course, the cost savings that comes along with energy savings. For example, we have EDC technologies on our boilers, and so we're able to monitor our heat consumption so that we can monitor that so it doesn't go too high or too low, and that's huge for us. And you want to put a number on it, 10% savings annually for electricity is huge for us at a resort like this. Well, first of all, it was our moral and ethical responsibility to save for the world, not only Shadow Ridge. And so we took it upon ourselves to do everything we can to conserve energy first. And so we went through all our boilers and motors and light bulbs and changed those throughout the resort to fluorescent and energy efficient motors. And that's just, again, we thought it was important to do. And then we got onto the Audubon initiative and thought it was important to follow some other things. And so we did recycling, green waste, and paper and trash. And so we recycled over 200 tons last year of paper and trash, and 200 tons of green waste we did at the resort. So again, we just kept going. We also have a committee that meets every quarter that also goes over new ideas, new energy efficient things. For example, we put a sealer over the pool that helps conserve energy. We replaced the motors at the pool that now are energy efficient as well. Went through the rooms and replaced the TV with Energy Star appliances and televisions, of course.
As you know, we all have the responsibility of taking care of the environment and the planet, and we do everything we can to conserve energy, and the key to our success is awareness. We make sure that everybody is involved. We make sure that everybody is aware of what's going on throughout the resort, and we meet and discuss, and we come up with our energy saving ideas throughout the resort. It's never finished. We always think of creative ideas every year and throughout the year, and we'll continue to do that forever. We're very, very proud to be part of Audubon International. It's a symbol of excellence.
I'd like to say I'm extremely proud and excited about the fact that we're going to be one of the first, if not the first, resorts to be certified as an Audubon Green Resort. I think the efforts that Kirby and his team and the resort operations team made were significant, and as we can combine that with being a cooperative sanctuary in the golf course, it really it makes a lot more sense to all of us, because they were, I shouldn't say they, but we were doing one thing from a resort standpoint, and there was a whole team of associates that was involved in that, and then what we've done from a golf course standpoint, not necessarily the rest of the resort and the operations team were involved in that, but the ability to be able to combine that and have a distinction as one whole resort with all of our leadership is a great feeling. We're proud to be part of it. The process itself, it was a good process. It's a great learning experience and a great learning process to go through it. There's different certifications and different modules that are laid out for you regarding planning, water conservation, water quality, wildlife habitats, and so forth. And so we actually have to get certified in each of those. So it's a long process. It's lengthy. It takes a lot of research. We got multiple team members involved to do it. But like I said, it's a great learning experience. And then to actually finally be completed with it and have the distinction of being a cooperative sanctuary is fantastic. The best word to describe describe it from the team standpoint is really a sense of engagement and ownership with it, because we got particularly from the ground side of it, we got a lot of them involved, and from an irrigator standpoint, spray technician standpoint, all of those individuals were involved. And then from our golf operations standpoint, we got a lot of involvement from assistant professionals, particularly in the outreach and education portion of it. So it's really been a sense of engagement and an excitement towards it, and kind of embracing, doing something good and feeling good about reaching a level of sustainability and helping the environment, and helping make an enjoyable vacation for our owners and guests. From the associate standpoint, it's a level of engagement and a level of interest. They always, certainly our owners, they have, because they are owners and it's a timeshare property, they have a level of interest in the property because they've invested in the property, and they really look at this place as a home away from home. So there's been a great deal of interest in what we're doing, especially from a resort standpoint, from a landscaping standpoint, from an energy conservation standpoint. So really trying to educate them and get them involved and keep them aware. And I think Kirby talked a little bit about awareness, and awareness is really the big thing. And I think moving forward, it's our biggest responsibility is continuing to make our owners and our associates aware of what we've done and what we plan to do.
The resort as a whole, we've all made a huge effort to become our green leaf status and our certification as a cooperative sanctuary, but also now with the Green Resorts program, it's an incredible honor for us all. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm here and I'm working with all the different department heads and all the associates, because without everyone here, we couldn't be where we're at today. It's a fantastic property, working with Audubon and all the education that they're able to provide us, and the benefit that we get from that is just incredible. I would have to say it's the property as a whole, because it's a whole teamwork effort. The associates take pride in what they do. All the departments work very well together, and if we aren't doing our job, we can't go hand in hand with what they're doing on the rest of the property. So it's kind of a whole teamwork thing, and I think that's what makes me most proud, is that the associates take a lot of pride in what they do, and they see the efforts that they're putting through and the results that happen. From what I've seen and looking at past records and where we're at now, since 2008 and they attained certification, our water use has gone down by 16%. Brett touched on that earlier. And most of that has happened in the last 2 years. We continually go through our irrigation system and try to update as much as possible. That goes hand in hand with the landscape side of the property too. We're doing a lot of renovation projects where we're changing out some of the old irrigation, eliminating turf areas, and conserving as much water as possible.
We have properties like Marriott that have shown a huge commitment to environmental stewardship through various programs that we have. So the Green Resorts program allows us to provide an additional recognition to those organizations that are providing a more comprehensive plan by involving different components of the program within our different programs. We are looking at energy use. So what kind of light bulbs do they have? Where are lights turned off when you walk into your room as a guest? What is the temperature set at? Also, what are the opportunities that they have to be able to maintain a comfortable temperature once they are in the units themselves? Is there recycling that's available for the guests as they're sitting in the hotel rooms? We're also looking at their laundry programs and their heating systems. So it's a really fully comprehensive look at the entire hotel facility on how they're doing on an environmental basis. The three really basic things are looking at their energy program in terms of heating systems and lighting systems, and air conditioning is a huge one as well. We are looking at waste management, recycling programs, reducing what's purchased, so pre-cycling, and looking at the materials that are used for cleaning, to use less toxic products for cleaning and things like that.